able to, okay, so the road that where like Bill Coker and Connor and all those people live, is that still gonna come out there?
Yeah, it'll come out there, you just can't go straight across.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be good. I think. It looks good on paper.
Well, if it looks good on paper, then it's gotta be good. I was just talking to a guy right before I got here, and they live in Charlottesville, and he was talking about a job that they're doing there in construction. And I was telling him about a job we're doing up in Plymouth, and I said it's turned into a shit show, and I said I know we're gonna lose money on it. And he's like, well, he says we just had a job last year that we lost $1 million on.
It's tough today, I mean, with contractors and things, so.
Okay, if everybody would rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Okay, we don't have anyone here for public input, so we will move to approval of the minutes. Did everyone have a chance to look over last month's minutes? Any questions or concerns? I'll entertain a motion to approve those.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes.
A second?
I second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And then, did everyone have a chance to look over the claims from last month? Any questions? I'll entertain a motion to approve the claims.
I'll make that.
Okay, and
I'll
a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And then under new business, Aaron, do you have anything to report?
Basically, because we haven't had a meeting for a couple of months, but in those couple of months, the softball water fountain, at least the lower section is working now. I think I've got it figured out, so that shouldn't be an issue anymore. And then the county before the fair, they came in and updated the handicap accessible area with millings and made it more usable. And then also there was a bad yard hydrant back by the volleyball, which the street guys helped me repair that and put a new one in. And then obviously just the normal maintenance and stuff, getting ready for the fair. There was no issues during the fair, and I don't foresee there being any issues with the power show either, so.
Okay.
Very good.
Very good. Any other new business?
The only thing I would say, they were voting, and I might have brought this up before, but they were gonna vote on a design to have that log chainsaw art in during the fair. So at the end of the fair, Max is supposed to get with me and tell me what they came up with. I talked to Bob Smith about it, and he said that his stepdaughter would be willing to do the carving, but she won't be able to do it during the Power of the Past. So, but she would do it shortly after that. And then I talked to Finley's and kind of brought them up to date on what was going on, and they said, well, just keep them in the loop, and when they do the project, that they would be willing to pay for it. So
Okay.
that's about all. As far as that goes, that's.
I hope that log is still good. It's been several years since it's been cut off, so I hope it's still.
Hopefully it is. Whether it's right or not. But
Any other new business? Any old business? Did anybody come down for the pickleball courts?
no,
No. Okay. Still working on that.
yeah, come up, but no, they haven't been up this way. So I don't know, did you ever talk to, what, is it Central Paving, is that
Who could pave it? Yeah.
well, I mean, does that make any difference? I mean, does that have to have a special type of,
It has more sand and fillers in it, so it comes up smoother, it's not as coarse.
is that?
I guess my thought is, if something's gonna be done there, you need to decide, is it getting made bigger? I mean, I'd hate to see put effort into what's there and then, but they wanted it bigger, or somebody wants it bigger, somebody's gonna try to raise some money to do it, or whatever. Cause there again, Aaron had, the fence was how much? It was,
I don't know, the one quote I got for the company, it was like, and I don't remember exact amount, but it was like to do a fence and then repair what was there, resurface it, it was like, I wanna say like $150,000.
yeah, it was pretty solid.
But it was like, with that, the fencing was like really fancy,
Yeah, but if you make it bigger, you've gotta buy at least 2 sides, you can always move the one out. I mean, it could be paved, and resurface the whole thing, and it could be, laid out different the way it is, and maybe you get more quartz out of laying it out different too, so I guess it takes somebody, I don't know how that's laid out, how that works,
Right.
what would be expected,
You know who put it in originally?
the pickleball or the
Well,
tennis?
Tennis courts.
The tennis court.
Noah.
Or who did that?
That's what-
Yeah.
It's, it's been there 30 years, 30
Yeah,
plus.
yeah, probably.
So, if you resurfaced right over the top what's there, you'd do a lot of things. You'd keep the rainwater, you could control better.
And you have to seal it with,
Probably.
Who would look at that, like Hinkle?
Well, we'd have to, as much as that is, you'd have to bid it.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to come up with some specs. I guess that's what I was getting at. We gotta have an idea what's wanted till we have a project.
Right.
We can't, we don't have a way to, Aaron ran into that with trying to get a price from somebody. Well, we really don't have a project, what we want to have a bid on, or give us a price. So, it'd have to be sealed bids, that's, with that amount.
it's pretty well used, but
Very, very,
Sure.
I don't know that it needs to be enlarged.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
But I think it could be enlarged by just rearranging where the courts are possibly too. But that takes somebody that plays, I don't know.
I mean, maybe it would be a good idea to get some of the, folks that use it all the time and know what's going on over there, and maybe get a hold of Vern, cause he's stopped in several times to ask me about, different things, and
Yeah,
maybe I should give him a call and say, well, why don't you guys kinda get together and give us an idea?
But I think
Well-
they wanna enlarge it to like 4 to 5 courts rather than.
More?
Four right now, I think they want
But-
like another,
add 4
2
more.
or 3,
yeah.
yeah.
But, so, maybe it could be a rearrange, you
Yeah.
put a divider in there to keep,
Something that, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
There seems like a lot of wasted space inside the fence.
I've seen pickleball court designs where, like you said, they have a fence, like the courts and then a fence and courts,
Yeah, to keep,
to keep it separated.
it was set up for tennis, so much bigger. You turn it the other way, maybe you get
Right.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
And I can tell you the whole time I've been there, I've never had anybody come to the office and say, I would really like to play tennis. So,
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
I agree.
Right, but I think that would be a good idea to get a hold of those people and say, hey, ideally, if, we had the money and we could do the project, what would you want?
Yeah. There's gonna have to be some fundraising involved along
Right.
the way, cause we wouldn't be able to. I was down at just walking around the park. If you get a chance, walk around the big playground equipment. You'll be shocked how nothing we've done, age.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's going
Yes.
south fast.
Yes.
It's rusting out pretty good.
Mhm.
The day's gonna be here when we're gonna have to try to replace that with something, for
Right.
sure. It's a good unit, it was, I mean,
Yeah, I mean.
there again, I think that was put, man, I remember putting it.
90,
We helped put in 97, 96.
96, I was gonna suggest 90 or 96.
I
can't
remember.
remember exactly what it says.
They had a crew come down, we ended up helping too,
Right.
a long time ago.
I mean, and that's one of those things too with that place, because we're putting in, if we would put in new, it has to meet ADA requirements.
Sure.
That adds more expense also.
And that was fairly expensive then, I mean, that'd be 5 times what that cost when that was put in.
Yeah.
You're looking at a bunch, but that probably gets used more than anything in the park.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they're,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was actually down there, my grandkids were here a couple weeks ago, and they love going, down there.
Yeah.
So, we were down, and, yeah, some of that stuff.
I noticed in the little kiddie playground, those little diggy things, they're just not great quality and they just didn't hold up.
I've repaired them well.
Yeah, I've seen that and it's just,
And the problem is it's not the not of good quality. The problem
Yeah.
is you have young adults that are abusing them.
Big kids,
Yes.
they're
That's what
big
breaks
kids,
them.
we'll call them big kids.
big kids, yeah.
I most of that, the bolts and stuff I replaced with stainless bolts and they've still broke them. So,
But, the stuff that was there when we were kids is still there, some of those slides and,
Yeah,
I know,
old metal.
yes.
they, that stuff held up.
But all in all, the fair's done, that's good, you're halfway through the
Yes.
fun times, I'll call it.
Yes, sir. And then Friday night is the celebration at the bridge or the night of the park.
That's right.
So, and then I guess we should mention that Greg and whoever on his team got the flagpoles up on by the bridge.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And those have been up for a couple weeks, I think.
Clint Henry was in the office a couple times, I wasn't in, and he's got some banners he wants to hang up.
Right.
I saw a picture of them, they'd probably be okay, but I don't know where he wants to hang them, what he want, I don't know. Has he been down there?
I was down there talking to Greg and he showed up and brought up banners and Greg mentioned that, is there bylaws or something for the bridge
Not that I
that
know.
we're aware of? Cause Greg was like, oh, there's bylaws that says that you can't hang stuff from the bridge. I don't know how much.
Not that I'm aware of, but that doesn't mean there isn't.
I mean, my concern would be damage to the lights.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how
Oh,
you hang them.
well, I thought, I didn't know, I thought maybe it was hanging it on, so it overhangs on the white concrete, where, I don't know where he wanted to hang it.
Oh, I think you wanted to put them on the bridge.
Okay, and that I don't know, cause so. I don't think there are bylaws on,
I don't know.
I don't know,
I
I don't
didn't
think
speak
so.
of anything that day because I was not aware or knew if there was or wasn't.
yeah. So I would have remembered that if there was, I don't know.
I know it's definitely not in the park ordinances.
Yeah. I mean, cause if you ever see anything on the bridge that's not supposed to be there, you just take it down,
Right, absolutely. So,
so. Lights seem to be working pretty decent right now,
yeah.
so that's a good thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
I do notice a lot of kids over there swimming.
Yes.
That there is.
But that's okay,
Mm. Yeah. Still up a little bit, pretty shallow right there, but still, takes a second.
Mhm.
I don't have anything.
Okay, if there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Alright, okay, meeting